Hey YouTube, George here. Welcome back to the shop. We're having a bit of a fiddle around here with the apron from the Master here, and we've identified in one of the previous videos I showed where the bottom section of the half nut wasn't doing anything. It was just hanging there, sitting down on top of the lead screw. So we cleaned the worst of the cack off this so as we could take it apart and have a look at what's going on. So this lever here, this is the lever for our engaging our half nut. So it just operates this cam. There's a slotted cam here, and the top bit's fine. So I took this apart. So this is the bottom part of the half nut, and you can see the threads in it now. You couldn't up to this. I had to scoop everything out of it. It looked like it had no threads. And this here goes in there like that. Get in there. So that goes in there like that, and then not this bolt, but I need one the same thread as this but a bit longer, so I have to go and get one. That goes up through there and into the bottom of this. Now I assume that the bolt has to be long enough to the job of the bolt is to hold this lad in place, right? When I took this apart, it was hanging out like that, right? So that's the way it was when I took it apart. So that bolt holds that lad in position, and then this is an adjuster here to get your pin height exactly where you need it, so that when you release the cam or engage the cam, that it's either fully engaged or fully disengaged. So now what I reckon happened here, this lathe was crashed, as we spoke about one of the earlier videos, and I reckon it was done quite a long time ago when the machine was relatively new, because there's zero wear that I can detect on these half nuts here. They look like brand new to me. So what I'd say happened is somebody was turning a long shaft and they decided to engage the auto feed and go off and have a chat with Billy over the way, and the next thing the tool post crashed into the chuck. Now I don't think this is related though, and I'll tell you why. This pin here, that pin is the pin that goes down through the top of the Crosslide. It goes down through this hole into one half of the nut, because this got a split nut with a wedge system in it, so it locates into the first part of the split nut. So that was broken half, which is fairly indicative of a crash. But why I don't think this is related, when I took this apart, if this was involved at the time, I would have expected to find the remnants of a fastener in here where it would have sheared off, but there was nothing. So what I reckon happened with this was that this nut, or this bolt, sorry, was either not tight enough or it wasn't Loctited in the factory, and it backed out and fell out. So this hasn't been working for a very long time. So I just thought it was interesting, and I said I'd show you that. I initially thought, before I took it asunder, that I thought that this was bent. This piece of flat stock was bent, and that I was going to have to either try and straighten it or make a new one. But it just goes to show you that when you take things apart, you can very quickly realize it's not as bad as you think. So we should be able to sort this out. I'll go to the fastener place one of the days, and I'll bring that with me, and I'll bring that with me. I think it's a UNC. It's not quarter, it's smaller than quarter. So whatever that is, I'm not great on imperial stuff, so You know, I was reared with metric, even though I'm 50. Like, it was all we were taught in school was metric. So and we'll bring this with us, and we'll get the right length bolt, and we'll put a bit of Loctite on it, and then that should reinstall or reinstate, I suppose is the better word, our half nut operation. So that'll be working. But as I said, I don't think that this has been working for a very, very, very long time, given what I found here. Like this bottom one here, I had to scoop out all the threads. It looked like there was no threads at all. There was that much gunk in it. So I reckon that this happened when the machine was relatively new. The bolt just backed out and it was never fixed. The same as this pin that broke, that was never repaired either. It was just left. So I'm kind of hoping, I haven't really looked at it yet, I'm kind of hoping that when we get to the lead screw for the Crosslide, which I have here, so that's the pin, this is the pad that pushes down on top of the wedges, and this is the half nut here. So you can see you have the two wedges there, and what happens is as you adjust this lad down, it kind of spreads the two of them apart. But I don't know, I have to do a bit of measuring and stuff on it now. It doesn't look like there's any major wear on it, so we just have to see. But what I am thinking about doing is I might, my mill is not running yet, so I'm going to bring this to a guy I know, and I'm going to get him to machine. Maybe 2 mil off this surface here across, so it'll give me back more adjustment, so that I can dial this in perfectly. Now I don't know what went on here, whether that's the way it was made or what, but there's some of the thread's a bit ropey towards the end there. It's full of crap as well, look. So we have to clean all that out and see can I get these off. And we'll do a bit of measuring. But I think machining 2 mil out of this would be a good exercise to do, because if there is wear, you'll have the adjustment to compensate for it. The lead screw is okay. As I said, I'll have to measure it. I'd be measuring. What you do is you take a measurement here where there'd be no wear here because this part isn't used, and then you kind of measure along the way here. Like, it doesn't look too bad. There was about 20 thousandths according to the hand wheel of backlash in it, so I reckon by instating the pin which goes in there, it's a bit elongated, that hole. We might re-drill that. I might get him to re-drill that, because there's a bit of slop in it from when it got broke. So we'll get him to drill this out to the next biggest size, and we'll take 2 mil off that surface there, and we'll make a new pin. We'll probably go to 6 mil or something like that, and that'll give us back loads of adjustment there. So you can see there the muck and the crap that's on that. That's pretty much indicative of what I found under the Crosslide, along with a load of surface rust. But that's all cleaned up now, and yeah, things are moving along. So we've more bits of painting done, have the saddle done, even painted in here where the lead screw goes. That's done, just have to put it back together. This is the end cap that goes on here, so we have that done as well. So I know nobody will see it, but they done it when it was new, so why not? We have the tread counter done as well, and that's a bit more cleaning up to be done on the top slide. I have the gate done for the quick change gearbox, and that is the cover that shields the lead screw, or the half nut, sorry. It goes onto the side of the apron. So the next big job will be fully cleaning up this apron. I want to take, as I said, I have the worst of the cack taken off it, so what I'll do is there's a cover on the bottom. I'm going to take that off and we'll give it a good flush out inside and a clean. There's a lot of sludge in the bottom of it, so we'll be horsing a load of what do you call it through it, kerosene. Even here, see, look at these are oil channels, so we're going to have to flush out all the pump and get all that working again. It's just full of crap. So that will involve the airline, and I'll actually take the pump out if it's not too hard to get to it. I should be able to get to it from the bottom when I take the cover off, and I'll put new O-rings and all that stuff in it because I want to have that to work. So this will be major cleaned next and cleaned up. This wasn't painted, just this part of it was painted, so we'll paint that to match. This all has to be cleaned up. As I said, very, very dirty machine. It was never got cleaned or wiped down or anything like that, so it was probably just used for basic turning jobs wherever it was, and you know, it was never looked after. But as I said, I'm kind of hoping that situation where the pin broke in the half nut, it might have saved it from wear. So it'll be kind of a happy accident if that does turn out to be the case. And yeah, so I have to figure out more about this. This is the trip for the feed, so we have to. That seems to be a bit busted now. I don't know what the deal is there. I don't know how it works, so I have to suss it all out. We'll take as much of it apart as we can. I don't go to the same sort of rounds as our friend Full On DIY Mihai is going with his what's his lathe? Oh, begins with M, can't think of it. M300 lathe he's got. You know, that man is absolutely unreal. The level he goes to stripping this stuff down and reconditioning it and stuff. But I'll just clean everything, new gasket on the bottom, and clean up all the exterior of it, paint this, and it'll go back on the machine. You know, at the end of the day, my whole philosophy on it is there's no point in going bananas you know, with a really, you know, high-end paint job and stuff like that. It's going to get scratched, it's going to get lumps taken out of it, it's going to be covered in oil and swarf, and so there's no point, you know. Well, that's my personal take on it, but to me it's a tool. It's not a showpiece. Not saying that that's the way Mihai looks at it, but we chat a good bit on WhatsApp, and we kind of send pictures over and back of our progress and things like that. But he's a great guy, and he's flying now. He has the worst of it over him. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to leave it there for now. I just said I'd catch up with what was going on with this half nut, because I was kind of concerned about that. I didn't know what the deal was. So now we do, and it's an easy fix. So this goes on the side. This is there's a shim and a gib, and your lower part of the half nut and the top half of they slide up and down in that dovetail. So it's pinned, so it'll go back exactly where it was, and as the fella says, it'll be grand. Right, we'll leave it there and we'll get you in the next part. All the best, bye bye.